Hello, Brownie Girl Scouts! This presentation was put together by Michael Boudreau, curator of the Michigan Railroad History Museum. Michael grew up in Durand, which is where the train station and museum are. Michael was a Boy Scout as a kid. That's okay, we like Boy Scouts still too. He went to school to study history and anthropology. That's the study of people. His favorite part of working in a museum is when kids come in because they always ask really fun questions. Our depot was built in 1903, which is nearly 120 years ago. It was built because the railroad was so popular in the early 1900s. Smaller depots couldn't help as many people as were coming to Durand. If they were to build it today, the depot would cost over $1 million to construct. Isn't that an amazing building? Do you see those turrets at the top? This is an image from 1904. In April of 1904, a horrible fire burned down the depot. The railroad decided to rebuild it, and the new depot was built identically to the previous one. Can you imagine building it exactly as it was before? They built it in just 5 months. The depot was very popular for a long time. In 1912, 3,000 people a day visited the train station. During the 1920s, 78 trains a day would stop in Durand. Some of these trains carried mail or cargo or passengers. That's amazing. I did not imagine that it was more than just people. They were carrying cargo, things like supplies for farms and supplies for stores. By 1974, though, the railroad wasn't as popular. Freeways and cheaper cars made train travel expensive and not as easy. Semi-trucks made shipping many goods by train harder, so semi-trucks were an easier way to go. The railroad closed Durand's depot, and they were going to knock it down. Look at all the train tracks there, empty, no trains coming by anymore. One time, while the depot was closed, the President of the United States came to Durand. The whole town came out to see him. He gave a speech in front of the depot. But look at those broken windows in the picture. The building was very lonely until 1979. There's a picture of President Ford in front of the lonely depot. The depot being abandoned and nearly torn down made a lot of people in Durand very sad. A big group of people started getting support, and they got together to save the building. In 1979, they succeeded. The depot was saved, but there was a lot of work to do to fix it up. Here's an image of people fixing the windows on the second floor. You can see some of them are already starting to be replaced. From 1979 until 1991, Durand Union Station worked day and night to restore the famous depot. Look how nice it's looking in that picture. Finally, in 1991, the Michigan Railroad History Museum moved into the depot and opened to the public. Even though the depot is stable, there's always work to do to make it better. And look at that. Recently, they had every window repainted. It looks gorgeous. Today, the museum hosts visitors from 2 years old to 99 years old. There are displays on everything from steam engines to hobos. There is even a display on a circus train that crashed in 1903. Our friends in the Model Railroad Engineers Club have a huge room full of model trains that move. You can see the whole display when you come to visit. We give tours to classrooms, retirement homes, and even Girl Scouts. Hello, Brownies! Sometimes we do the tours online using a virtual reality version of the building. You can check out our website. Using technology is fun, and we enjoy coming up with new ways to share the story of the railroad with everyone, just like we're doing right now. We're sharing the history of the Durand Union Station. We even do a weekly podcast. Museums are for everyone. No matter your age, gender, orientation, or ability, we believe that you should have the same amount of fun. The museum hands out earplugs and sunglasses to visitors that are sensitive to sound and light. Everyone deserves to feel safe and welcome. Check out our sensory inclusive bag. We also do lots and lots of decorating for Christmas and the holidays. Our holiday season runs from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's Day. We put 50 Christmas trees up inside the depot for people to enjoy. Here is an image of our display. We also host Santa Claus. Santa has his own special room with a chair and helpers. He usually appears the Saturday after Thanksgiving and is here all day. You definitely don't want to miss out. Be sure to come and check that out. Here's a picture of Santa's throne. Our mission is to share the history of Michigan railroading with you. In the words of our dear friend Miss Norma, this depot is not mine, it's yours. I'm just taking care of it until you're old enough to take care of it for the next generation of children. We hope to see everyone soon. And here is a picture of the Durand Union Station. Thanks for joining us.